I'm going to tell you why the club scene is over. The club scene is over because men want to be women. And when I say men want to be women, they want to cut the line.
You guys, the nightlife is dead in Houston. Ava, tell them.
It's so dead.
It's literally so dead.
The reason why nightlife and the club life is dead is because men aren't coming to these establishments spending money. They've gotten smarter and they say, you know what? I'm not going to go to these different venues and pay my money for drinks for these random women just to get rejected and I get a fake number. Like what do men get from these clubs? That's why these women are, oh, it's so dead. Nightlife is boring. Yeah, because they're used to going out with no money in their purse, a tight little outfit, some makeup on, and they get free drinks and attention. Now that's not happening. It's dead to them.
It's literally so dead. We're literally trying to find a boyfriend, and it's actually the hardest thing to find right now. Like, just a little boyfriend for the night, just a little chat for the night. Why does it feel like a fucking tour? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, nightclubs are dying.
Look at this. Empty. Nobody in there. Because men make it happen. We keep the establishments going. We spend our hard-earned money. See this? Empty. Men are done. They're done being pay pigs.
So nightlife is in a crisis, and it's because these men want to be baddies so bad. Please look at the shit that I just saw.
Now, as you can see, there are men on the stage. The caption says, nightlife is dying. Why are men on stage? Why not? Men want to have fun too. Men want to enjoy life. They just want men to just buy them drinks and thirst after them and chase after them. That's all these women want. And when the men are just enjoying themselves and they're not giving these women attention, all of a sudden, the nightlife is dead.
Tell me why there's 2 girls on that stage and they're in the front corner and they have this much room. It's all men on that stage just dancing and dorking. Like,
so a few months ago, I made a video titled Dating in DC, talking about how there are more women than men at the club, and that gives them this disproportionate advantage where they now kind of act and behave as if they're the prize.
Is clubbing dead everywhere? Like, is it just LA? Because no one goes clubbing anymore. Like, no one even wants to go out. None of my friends have been to the club. I haven't been to a club in months. What happened to clubbing?
We keep the establishments in business. That's the truth of the matter. When men spend their money, when men get sections, we keep these places going. But after so long, a man says, you know, what's the point of spending hundreds of dollars buying bottles, $20, $25 drinks for this random chick who's not even really interested in me, who's gonna say, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I never see from her for the rest of the night. Like, men are calculating. They said, I'd rather stay indoors and play a video game. I'd rather go do something else that's more productive than to go out to a club on a random Friday, Saturday night just to get rejected.
Club culture is dead, and it's not because of the music. It's because it stopped being women-centered. Once the focus shifted to men, the whole vibe changed, and it's never been the same.
Clubbing in 2025 is dead, especially if you're from Toronto. The nightlife is dead, man. If you're clubbing in 2025, what are you doing with your life? You need bigger goals and ambitions, because clubbing is not what it used to be.
Look at that empty. The club was so dead tonight, the caption says, I got the DJ to play a song, whatever song it is. Empty, man.
Now, even the white girls see it now. It's officially an epidemic. When have we ever seen men rushing the stage, shaking they ass, looking out to the crowd like they the main act? I ain't never seen that in my life. It used to be the women up there, the girls in the middle, the girls bringing the energy. The men, they was chilling, waiting to see who was going to dance with them, not trying to be the show. Now look, y'all done.
Women are very envious of men. Notice how when we have a good time, when we're enjoying life, doing anything that doesn't have to do with them, they get mad. They say that we're being sassy or you're the new women. Like, men are like, no, men just want to have fun too. We have one life. Some men like to dance. Some men like to just hang out and have a good time. It's crazy that women think that our lives are supposed to be revolved around their happiness.
Switched roles. The men want to be the baddies. They want to be pampered. They want to be the prize even when they out solo in the club. And that's exactly why club culture dead now. Ain't no real energy left because the dudes acting like the women.
Because we're not giving them loads of attention. This is why they don't like nightlife. Because they need us for them to feel better, for them to have fun. When we approach them, when we buy them drinks, when we thirst after them at night at these nightclubs, they feel better. But when we're just going out and just hanging out and with our buddies and just, maybe a drink and vibing, oh man, yeah, y'all, it's the nightlife is dead. It's so terrible.
I wish my man would be up on that stage acting like he auditioning for something. Back in my day, ladies got in free before 11. That's what brought the men out. They came because the women were there, not because they wanted to take the spotlight. No VIP sections, no bottle wars, drinks was cheap, and the vibes was real. I'm sorry, ladies, I truly am. Y'all dealing with a whole new generation of men who don't even want to be men no more.
I don't care how many people say that the reason that nightlife has been dying in San Francisco and other cities is because of crime, cost of living, and cost of going out and buying drinks. I know that these are not the main reasons. How do I know that? Well, I have two simple but irrefutable arguments. Number one, there are plenty of cities and areas around the world that are far dirtier, far more dangerous, and where the cost of living is way more challenging relative to the average earnings, and yet where people go out plenty every night of the week till early hours of the morning, and where you don't see downtown like this on Friday at 7 p.m. here downtown San Francisco. You just don't see this type of emptiness. That's number one. Number two, are you telling me that if I were to disable Instagram, TikTok, dating apps, every dating app, and if I were to take all of this away from every woman, they wouldn't be forced to go back to putting really nice, sexy clothes on and go back out to all the bars and all the clubs and all the restaurants that we used to have, and not only on weekends, but also on weekdays, because they simply wouldn't have any other option to be seen by anyone.
I feel like what you say, the men are different.
The
men
nicer,
are much more respectful
now, because like before you could like you be dancing and then after a while you gotta turn back like, who the heck is this? No, I could be pushing back like, he gonna come?
Right.
See, they're starting to feel it. Like men are not dancing and men are not thirsting after them. This is why they say the club culture is dead and it's boring. Because they rely on us to touch on them, to be desperate in the club, to buy them drinks, to approach them. And when men are not doing that, when we're keeping to ourselves and just vibing with our friends and having a good time, now all of a sudden the club culture is just dying. No, these women are dead inside themselves. They come to the club, put on the outfit, and they want you as a man to give them life.
Like I here doing the most work.
Sir, grab this wine.
No, but it's
something else that I wanted to say, and a lot of people are not going to agree with this. A lot of people are not going to like this even. But I'm going to say it because it needs to be said.
Yes.
I truly believe women are the most evil creatures on this planet.
Would you say whole phases are necessary for girls?
Absolutely. You guys don't know how jealous I am of my friends that can have hoe phases. Like, I wish I had a hoe phase in me.
Yeah, nightclubs are dying, and here's why.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Why are clubs all over the UK going from this to this?
Empty.
Venue curfews, pricey pints, and the cost of living crisis. Young people are choosing to go out less and less.
One nightclub is closing every 2 days in the UK. Kind of mad, right? Basically, for the last 9 months, 14 clubs have been closing every month.
Today I realized that I'm actually the problem.
POV empty clubs. No problem.
Here's the funny thing about this. If you as a man was to approach one of them in an empty club, they'd be like, "Oh no. I got a boyfriend. I'm not interested." It's like, Oh, guys, leave those clubs alone, man. I'm being real. You can go out and meet women at a library, at the grocery store, at the gym. Do not go to the clubs to meet women because there's a really high chance they already have a boyfriend. Like there's a high chance that they're just there, probably trying to get over a breakup. They looking to feed their ego when you approach them. They're looking to reject you. They're looking for free drinks. They're looking for validation. Like think about it. Have you ever went to a club and you actually was like, not just got numbers, but they followed up and y'all hung out and everything? Probably not.
Clubs need to have a 10K minimum for a section.
What? Streets in the UK. Look at this.
Where have all the nightclubs gone? I'm 43 years old, so if you're anywhere from, let's say, 35 and up, and you live in Long Island, New York, you're probably thinking the same thing I have. Where have all the clubs gone?
Strippers say a market crash is guaranteed because the strip clubs are suddenly empty.
Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged?
Atlanta nightlife right now is not the same.
Stop it.
Especially clubs.
Oh,
one of
no.
the biggest clubs, one of my favorites in Atlanta, it just closed down.
3 nightclubs a week have closed in the UK so far this year. Yorkshire has been the hardest hit area, with 45% of venues being lost this year, including long-running clubs such as Wire. Venue owners have suggested that rising costs of living and the lack of essential public services are to blame for the closures, citing unreliable late-night transport and the lack of a police presence, which forces venues to spend on security and cleaning, services that should be publicly provided.
Thank you.